John 4:34 says, and this is Jesus talking, "My food is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work." My food is to do the will of him who sent me and finish his work. This is a picture of food as sustenance for doing what the Father called Jesus to do. So imagine the metaphor of food. Like what does food do for the body? It nourishes, it replenishes, it gives life, energy, strength. It helps us live. It helps us perform our tasks and live our lives. Like think about what food means to you and what the function of food is. And in this scripture, Jesus is saying, when I do the will of the Father, it is food to me. And I think of that in terms of our lives. So there are often times when people come into a place of depression or even a sense of oppression where um, they're detached from doing the things that God has for them to do. And I know the will of God can feel like this gigantic, daunting thing that one needs to figure out, but it's really not. It's looking at the gifts and the skills and the abilities that you have, that you're naturally good at. Um, what do I enjoy doing? What do I lose track of time when I do it? And utilizing those gifts and skills in your life to apply to either the job you're in or in service to others. And as you begin to do that, you'll find yourself also chewing on it like it's food, right? So the execution of um, doing and using our talents then becomes like food to us because you can attach that to a sense of saying, okay, if Jesus doing the will of the Father was food to him and brought all of those benefits to his life, that's what he came here to do, to fulfill the will of the Father, then how on earth do I, as a person, fulfill the will of the Father? And one practical way to do that is to look and say, this is who I am. This is what I'm good at. What are those simple steps that I can take to try to utilize my talents in a greater capacity? Um, and you will find yourself coming alive and experiencing that sustenance like food when you begin to do the things that you know are the right next thing to do. So, my challenge to you is think about what food means to you, and then also think about what are some next steps that I can start to do. And they could be simple things, they don't need to be big, profound leaps, although they might be. What are some practical things that I can start doing and moving towards that I know instinctively will is the right next step for me to take, and then gauge how you feel after you do those things. Okay. If you're in any sense of depression or feeling any sense of like an oppression, get back to me and let me know if that begins to break off of you, because I know that I know and believe that it will. And if you have any questions, I'm here. Let me know. Let's all do the will of the Father for our lives and see great things happen. God bless you guys. Bye.